Two horses behind the starting gate in tonight's only qualifier. One is Futures Diablo with David Dowling. Two is Salisbrook Maple with Joe Baxter. Two two-year-olds. They're at the top of the stretch. Here they come. Away they go, off and pacing from the outside. Salisbrook Maple looking for the lead. At the rail in second is Futures Diablo as they race into that first turn. Down along the inside, Futures Diablo. Up on the outside is Salisbrook Maple. As they approach the opening eighth, they'll go to the backstretch for the first time. They're on their way to the opening quarter, and they are led by Futures Diablo. Up on the outside is Salisbrook Maple. They're battling to the opening quarter, and Salisbrook Maple up on the outside is forging to the front as they pass on by the opening quarter. Futures Diablo back there now in second as they race into the far turn for the first time. 30-3 by the opening quarter. It's Salisbrook Maple, your leader. Futures Diablo will go along in second as they swing off the 3/8 turn. They'll come down the stretch in front of us for the first time. It is Salisbrook Maple, your leader. Futures Diablo going along in second as they approach the opening half. Two two-year-olds in this qualifier, still led by Salisbrook Maple. In at the rail, Futures Diablo going along in second. They're by the half in 101-1, moving to the 5/8 turn for the second and final time. It's Salisbrook Maple, your leader. Futures Diablo going along in second as they go to the backstretch. Second and final time. No change in position. It's Salisbrook Maple. Tight up at the rail, Futures Diablo going along in two as they approach the 3/4. It's Salisbrook Maple, your leader, in line to Joe Baxter. Futures Diablo is 2.5 lengths off now in second as they move into the far turn. Final time, 1:32-2 by the 3/4. It's Salisbrook Maple has it by 4 as they swing off the 7/8 turn for home. Salisbrook Maple, Futures Diablo is second. They come through the stretch for the mile. It's all Salisbrook Maple with Joe Baxter to win it. Futures Diablo will be 2. Time for the mile, 2:01-2. Here's the results of tonight's qualifier. 1 Futures Diablo, 2 Salisbrook Maple, your race winner. Fractions 30-3, the half 101-1, 3/4 1:32-2. Time for the mile, 2:01-2. Top down, 2-1.
Be at the track. Stream live racing from over 450 tracks. Bet with ease from anywhere. It's safe and secure. Get rewards, race alerts, tips, and more. For a limited time, get $100 when you become a member. Plus, 1 month free live race streaming, and your first bet is on us. Go to hpibet.com to join for free today.
Mic check from the broadcast desk. Mic check from the broadcast desk. Testing 1, 2, 3.
they come. Post time. Deep stretch now. Shut the camera up.
Broadcasting live from Prince Edward Island, this is Race Day.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Red Shores at the Summerside Raceway. I'm your host, Rocky Skierman. And along with Vance Cameron, we will bring you all the action here on a Wednesday night. 10- is on tap for you here tonight. The feature race comes up in race number 9, Heart and Soul on the rail for Jason Hughes. Woodmere Ideal R2 for Dale Spence. No Great Mischief 3 for Walter Chevery. His Boy Elroy from Post 4 with David Dowling. Dylan Sam is 5 for Kenny Murphy. And 6 is Screen Test with Corey McPherson. As I mentioned, 10- is on tap tonight. If you can't join us live, make sure you tune in to Redshores.ca, our Red Shores YouTube channel, or at HPIBet.com. Now let's go upstairs to the man who will call all the action tonight. Here is Mr. Vance Cameron. Vance?
Thank you, Rocky, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Red Shores at the Summerside Raceway for tonight's racing program. It's event number 25 of the meeting. Fast track conditions, 14 degrees Celsius is the temperature at this time in Summerside. The track condition is rated by the officiating members from the Atlantic Provinces Harness Racing Commission. Tonight, the senior judge is Mr. Derek Quinn. The associate judges are Mr. Robbie Shaw and Mr. Derek Fallon. Now here tonight's program and equipment changes, and we just have the one equipment change on tonight's program. If you'll turn over to race number 8. In the 8th race, number 7, Southfield Sandy is adding a choke plate. That wraps up the changes. The Palm Mitchell windows are open and selling. Race 1 post time is set for 6 o'clock. That's in 28 minutes. Let's go back to my co-host Rocky Skierman on the Race Day broadcast desk to set up promotional plays, which includes another great promotion from HPI.
Thank you, Vance. HPI players across the country who play Red Shores Summerside and play $40 or more will get 3% cash back in their accounts up until the end of the Summerside meet, which is October the 31st. HPI PEI players also qualify for a chance to win a $500 account bonus rebate. You can opt in at hpibet.com. You can place your bets right here with our free Wi-Fi. Red Shores is pleased to offer the new Early Pick 4 with a $500 guaranteed pool. Beginning on race number 2, the Super High 5 is on race 5 and again on race 10 with a low 15% takeout. On-track guests, the Pick 5 starts in race number 6, and ballots are in the inside front cover of tonight's program. The jackpot is $500, and your ballots must be in before the start of race number 6. Tag your ticket with the Wild Horses for a chance to win the $25 jackpots on every race. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise, if you're able, for the playing of our national anthem.
to Race Day Live.
Welcome back to Race Day Live here at Red Shores at Summerside Raceway. I'm your host, Rocky Skierman. Another race we're going to look at is the 7th race tonight. Ultimately Handsome leaving on the rail for Dale Spence. Montrose Hope is 2 for Jason Hughes. The Big Chase 3 for Corey McPherson. Hunger Pains from 4 with David Dowling. And Flowers on the Beach from Post 5 with Devin Wallace. If you can't join us live, make sure you tune in to Redshores.ca, our Red Shores YouTube channel, or at HPIBet.com. If you have a look at your in-house monitors for the upcoming first race, you'll see I'm going with a 3-1-2 in here. Backstretch beat, and the classifier's choices are 1, 2, 3. And the horses and drivers will be on the track in a few moments.
The first race pacers and their drivers are on the track for the post-parade. Number 1, Here Comes Emmett, owned and trained by Melvin Gamester of Underriver. Jason Hughes drives. Arrived late, number 2 is owned by Robin Longiness of Summerside, trained by Taylor Doyle. Tonight Dale spins. Get Home Terry 3 is owned by Edgar Stewart and Tyler McDonald of Ellerslie, trained by Edgar Stewart. Corey McPherson. Hard End Guts number 4 is owned by Shirlene O'Brien of Campbellton, trained and driven by Devin Wallace. 5, The Captain Jack, owned by Paul and Jack McDonald of Goulds, Newfoundland, trained by Jeff Wallace. Tonight, Adam Murner. E-Gamer 6, owned by Garth and Haley Cole of Kensington. Garth is the trainer. Kenny Murphy drives. Shifting Views 7, owned and trained by Paul Conway of Bonshaw. Zach Conway driving. Down to 4 minutes wagering time on tonight's first race. This is Race Day Live on a special Wednesday night program. HPI players have a new promotion for tonight, and the HPI PEI players qualify to win. Details are available at hpibet.com.
Let's head out to the track for tonight's opener. First half of the Daily Double, Exactor, Superfecta, Triactor, Win Place, and Show Wagering. Don't forget to tag your ticket for a chance at that Wild Horses jackpot of $25. Landing on the 3 in here, Get Home Terry, 4-year-old by Stonebridge Terror for Edgar Stewart and Tyler McDonald. Edgar the trainer, Corey McPherson gets the call to drive tonight. The last start was here October the 4th, head the rail, finished 2, race time 2 minutes 3/5, closed it out in 30 seconds flat. Dale Spence was in the bike to start before that, September the 19th, had the rail, finished 3, race timed 1:58 and 3, closed it out in 30 and 1. He's looking for his first win of the season. Get Home Terry with Corey McPherson. Good odds, 8-1. And there's a look at your rail sitter in here. That is Here Comes Emmett, 4-year-old by Malicious for Melvin Gamester of Hunter River. Melvin the trainer. Jason Hughes gets the call to drive tonight. This horse gets a little bit of a better post position as he has lately. On October the 4th, right here, head post 6, finish 5, race time 1:59 and 3, closed it out 29 and 2. September the 19th here, head post 6, finish 3, race time 1:59 flat, closed it out in 29 seconds flat. Another one in here looking for his first win of the season. He has the rail tonight. Here Comes Emmett with Jason Hughes, 3-1. And there we get a look at the 2 arrived late. 11-year-old by $1 Million Cam for Robin Leginess of Summerside. Taylor Doyle is the trainer. Dale Spence gets the call to drive tonight. Last start was here October the 4th, post 4, finished 7, race time 1:59 and 1, closed it out 31 seconds flat. September the 19th here, post 5, finished 7, race time 2:01 and 1, closed it out 29 and 2. Both of those starts for Taylor Doyle. 19 starts on the season. He does have a win right here at Summerside, 1:58 flat. Arrived late, post 2 tonight for Dale Spence. I expect him to be on or near the front. And right now, your current choice at even money. So tonight's opener on a Wednesday night here at Redshores Summerside lines up behind the Metro Home Building Center starting gate, field of 7. Let's go upstairs for the first time. Here is Vance Cameron.
Here comes Emmett, arrived late, Get Home Terry, Heart and Guts, the Captain Jack, E-Gamer, Shifting Views outside, top of the stretch. Here they come. The rough and pacing and arrived late. The first one out on the rail. Here comes Emmett second. Coming up third on the outside, the Captain Jack. In between horses and racing from fourth. They round the turn. Get Home Terry. On the cones, Harding Guts is fifth. E-Game running outside sixth, trailing the field. That is Shifting Views seventh. On the backstretch they go. It's Arrived Late for Dale Spence on the early lead. Get Home Terry is second. Here comes Emmett third. Caught on the outside fourth, the Captain Jack. On the cones fifth, that is Hardin Guts. Then sixth is E-Gamer. And trailing the field, that is Shifting Views 29. And 1 was the opening quarter. Midway round the paddock turn for the first time they go. Arriving at 3/8, and that's Arrived Late, the fraction setter. Racing from second is Get Home Terry. Finding a friend to drop in third, that is the Captain Jack. The friend was Here Comes Emmett now fourth. Then in fifth, Hardin Guts. On the outside sixth, that is E-Gamer, and the trailer at the rail is Shifting Views. Halfway home in the opener, and Arrived Late is there in 59 and 1. Tracking second is Get Home Terry. Around the turn third, the Captain Jack. Then fourth is Here Comes Emmett. On the outside, Hardin Guts is underway fifth. Racing sixth is Shifting Views. Now the trailer, that is E-Gamer. 3/4 comes next, and Arrived Late will get him there. Get Home Terry's all out in the 2-hole, giving chase. Moving into third, that's Hardin Guts. Up fourth on the outside is Here Comes Emmett. 3/4 up in 1. 28 and 4. Shade more than 8 left to go, and Arrived Late trying to go all the way. Closing in second is Get Home Terry. Hardin Guts third. Here comes Emmett fourth. Down the stretch they come. Arrived Late is almost there. On the outside, Get Home Terry. Arrived Late will take Spence on top at every call. Second, that'll go to Get Home Terry. We're going to need a show photo. Time for the mile to open it up in 1:58.3.
Here comes the slow-mo replay from tonight's opener, brought to you by Universal Media. Arrived Late, went to the front, 29 and 1, the half up, 59 and 1, down to 3/4 in 1:28 and 4, and he had enough left in the tank to win here tonight. 1:58 and 3. That's his second win of the season, 34th career. Get Home Terry followed right along in the 2-hole. He gets up for second. In there for third, that is the 4, Heart and Guts, in a battle here with Here Comes Emmett. And on the line, it is Heart and Guts in there for third. Here Comes Emmett fourth, 2, 3, 4, 1. Unofficially, in tonight's opener, we'll see Arrived Late in the Woodmere Standardbreds Winner's Circle next.
Well, the almost $250,000 winner is the class of the field here to open up a Wednesday night at Summerside. Speaking of two, Arrived Late, going to the Woodmere Standardbreds Winner's Circle. Bay facing Gelding 11 by $1 Million Cam off the Precious Bunny Dam Precious Relation. Owned by Robin Longiness of Summerside, trained by Taylor Doyle. In the hands of Dale Spence tonight, every call's a winning one in 1:58 and 3. Arrived Late in the Wednesday night opener at Summerside.
This race replay is brought to you by Syntrack Print and Graphic. Here they come, and it's Syntrack for the win with exceptional print products, exceptional graphic design services, and exceptional value. Syntrack Print and Graphics, 902-892-7719.
Here's the official results now in the first race. Here comes Emmett fourth, Arrive Late the winner. Get Home Terry second, Heart and Guts third. The Captain Jack was sixth. E-Gamer finished seventh. Shifting Views was fifth. The fractions went 29 and 1, 59 and 1, 128 and 4, and the mile 158 and 3. In review 412, 3675. Arrived Late paid $4.40. The exactor 1730, triactor 5930, and the superfecta was 1166.
HPI players across the country who play Redshores Summerside and play $40 or more will get 3% cash back in their accounts up until the end of the Summerside meet, which is Monday, October the 31st. HPI PEI players also qualify for a chance to win a $500 account bonus rebate. You can opt in at hpibet.com. And we'll roll the selections into the screen for the upcoming second race. I'm going with a 2-5-6. In here, backstretch beat and the classifiers choices are 2-6-5. In the upcoming second race, the horses and drivers will be on the track in a moment.
Paint's Pride leads the second race on Post Parade, owned and trained by Robert Phillips of Belfast out of Murner Drives. 2 is No Fool McKinley, owned by Garth Cole of Kensington, and Alfred Baglow of Freetown, trained by Garth Cole, driven by Kenny Murphy. Undercover Girl 3 is owned by Frank Banks of Summerside, Jason Williams of McNeil's Mills, trained by Frank Banks, David Dowling drives. It's Dally Time 4 is owned and trained by Robert Phillips of Belfast, Jacob Sweet. 5 Source of Night, owned by Jack McGuirk and Don Thompson of Kensington. Jack does the training. The drive goes to Taylor Doyle. I Hear Thunder 6 is owned, trained, and driven by Robbie Chappell of Summerside. There's 5 minutes wagering time on tonight's second race. It's the early pick 4, and it starts right now.
And there's a look at our early pick 4 tickets. Race 2, I like the 2. Race 3, the 5. Race 4, 4. And race 5, 1. So I like 2, 5, 4, 1. Backstretch beat 2, 5, 6, 1. And the classifier's choice in the early pick 4, 2, 5, 4, 1. Get in on the early pick 4. Let's go up to the track for tonight's second race. Exactor, Superfecta, Triactor. Start of the pick 4. Tag your ticket for a chance at the Wild Horses jackpot of $25. Landing on the 2 in here, No Fool McKinley. 2-year-old by Tobago Case for Garth Cole of Kensington and Alfred Baglow of Freetown. Garth the trainer. Kenny Murphy in the driver's seat tonight. The last start was at Charlottetown, October the 1st, in the Joe Bryan Grassroots for $9,300. Left on the rail, cut it all out. Just got beat at the wire by quarter of a length. Race timed 1:58.3. Closed it out 29.4 for Kenny Arsnow. Makes his 9th lifetime start tonight, and he's looking for his first lifetime win. Could be tonight. No Fool McKinley with Mr. Murphy in the bike right now at even money. And there's a look at the 5, Source of Night. 4-year-old by Source of Pride for Jack McGuirk and Don Thompson of Kensington. Jacko is the trainer. Taylor Doyle in the driver's seat. Qualified right here on October the 2nd. Head Post 2 was a winner, 2-0-3-1. 13 starts on the season, 5 times in the top 3. And he's still looking for that first win. Source of Night from Post 5 with Taylor Doyle. Good odds, 10-1. And there's a look at the 6, I Hear Thunder. 3-year-old by Proven Lover for Robbie Chappell of Summerside. He does it all. He's the owner, the trainer, the driver, and the breeder. Raced on Saturday, October the 8th at Charlottetown in the Atlantic Breeders' Crown Consolation. Post 3, finished 6, race timed 1:58.4. Closed it out in 30-1. 17 starts on the season, has a win. 2-0-2-3 maiden record right here at Summerside. I Hear Thunder. Post 6 with Robbie Chappell in the bike at 8-1. Let's have a quick look at the odds board for the upcoming second race. Paints Pride on the rail for Adam Erner at 7-1 on your screen right now. No Fool McKinley 2 for Kenny Murphy at 3-2. Undercover Girl is 3 for David Dowling at 9-5. It's Dally Time from Post 4. Jacob Sweet in the bike tonight at 10-1. Source of Night from Post 5 with Taylor Doyle at 3-1. And the 6 I Hear Thunder with Robbie Chappell at 4-1. That's your field for the upcoming second race. Get into the action here tonight. Good luck with your selections. I want to give a shout out tonight to Wyatt and Abby Chappell. They're here tonight watching their daddy, Robbie Chappell, in this race with I Hear Thunder. As the field of 6 moves up in behind the Metro Home Building Center starting gate for tonight's second race. Let's go upstairs to track announcer Vance Cameron.
Paints Pride, No Fool McKinley. Undercover Girl, It's Dally Time. Source of Night, I Hear Thunder. Second race on the gate. Top of the stretch. Here they come. Rough and pacing, I Hear Thunder, Source of Night, and No Fool McKinley are the first 3 out. On the rail, Paints Pride will be 4th. Up 5th on the outside, It's Dally Time, and the trailer, that is Undercover Girl. So they arrive at the 8th, and here comes I Hear Thunder. In line to Robbie Chappell to take over the lead. Second is Source of Night. To get away third is No Fool McKinley. Dropping in 4th, it's Dally Time. He's just ahead of stablemate Paints Pride. And trailing the field, that is Undercover Girl. So on by the opening quarter, and up front, I Hear Thunder for Robbie Chappell was over to the quarter in 29-3. Racing from second, Source of Night on the turn, No Fool McKinley third. 4th, that's It's Dally Time. Paints Pride is 5th, and trailing the field, Undercover Girl. So down the stretch they come, arriving at the midway point next. They're in straight alignment, led by I Hear Thunder. Source of Night continues second, No Fool McKinley third. It's Dally Time races 4th. Then in 5th, it's Paints Pride, and on the outside, the trailer, Undercover Girl, the half mile in a minute. And 4, racing around the turn, approaching the 5-8, and I Hear Thunder leads it. Source of Night is second, from the outside third. That's No Fool McKinley. 4th on the outside, it's Dally Time. Racing from 5th, that is Paints Pride, and the trailer, that is Undercover Girl. The 3/4 coming next. I Hear Thunder is still there. Source of Night on his back second. No Fool McKinley from the outside third. It's Dally Time 4th. 3/4 up in 1:31 flat. They're down to an 1/8 of a mile to go. I Hear Thunder to bring them on home. Source of Night is second. No Fool McKinley third. 4th, it's Dally Time. Down the stretch they come. I Hear Thunder almost there. Source of Night on the outside. Here's the line now. And it's Source of Night to get there for Taylor Doyle. Second is I Hear Thunder. No Fool McKinley will be third. Time for the mile in 2:01 and 2.
Here comes a slow-mo replay for tonight's second race. Brought to you by Universal Media, and I didn't see the race unfolding like this. I figured No Fool McKinley be on the front, but Robbie Chappell sent I Hear Thunder right down the road, 29-3, half up a minute 4/5. Rolled to 3/4 at 1:31. No Fool McKinley came first over, but right in the pocket, that is the 5 Source of Night, and he gets up to get the job done here tonight for Taylor Doyle. First win of the season, Source of Night, 2:01-2. That is a new race win record for this horse. In for second, the 6, I Hear Thunder. No Fool McKinley is third. And the 4, It's Dally Time fourth. So 5, 6, 2, 4. Unofficially in tonight's second race, we'll see Source of Night with Taylor Doyle in the Woodmere Standardbreds winner circle in a moment.
Source of Night goes to the second race winner's circle, pacing gelding 4 by Source of Pride from the Astronomical Dam, Casimir Nighthawk. Owned by the Kensington Dynamic Duo of Jack McGuirk and Don Thompson. Jack is the trainer. Taylor Doyle's in the driver's seat to guide him to a new pacing record of 2:01 2/5. Source of Night in the second.
This race replay is brought to you by Windermere Farms. The top tier of Atlantic Canadian stallions have their hooves planted firmly at Windermere Farms in Springville, PEI. When breeding an Atlantic Canadian champion, look no further than Malicious, Legion of Honor, Source of Pride, and Somewhere Fancy. Go to windermerefarmspei.weebly.com for more information.
Now the official results in the second: Paint Pride 5th, No Fool McKinley 3rd, Undercover Girl 6th, It's Dally Time 4th, Source of Night the race winner. I Hear Thunder was second, fractions went 29-3, 1 minute 4, 1:31, and the mile 2:01-2. In review, it's 5:36.412. Source of Night paid $7. The exactor was $38.50. The triactor was $40.50. Superfecta was $18.42, and the early daily double paid $11.70.
First call, 50-50 up here in the oval. Lynn is up here right now. It's your first call, 50-50. Top driver standings here at Summerside. Kenny Murphy in a battle with David Dowling for first place. 38 wins. He leads by 2 over David Dowling. Corey McPherson in there for third with 30 wins. A tie for fourth between Mark Campbell and Adam Murner, each with 22. And Jill Barrio and Jason Hughes are deadlocked at 19 wins apiece. Here at Summerside, that's your top driver standings here at Red Shore Summerside. And we'll roll the picks into the screen for the upcoming third race. Backstretch Pete and myself were on at 5-3-1, and the classifier's choice is 5-3-4 in the upcoming third race, field of 5, and they'll be on the track in a few moments.
Pickpocket Princess on the third race post parade is owned and trained by Wayne Hubbard of St. John, New Brunswick. Jason Hughes drives. 2 Southfield Sky, owned by Southfield Farms Incorporated of Summerside, trained by Keith Campbell, Dale Spence. La Vie en Rose, number 3, is owned by Leanne Moyer of Summerside, trained by Lloyd Hanna, Adam Murner. Dusty Lane Zendaya 4 is owned and trained by Alexis Gass of Cornwall. Corey McPherson drives. 5 Rock the Baby, owned by Windermere Farms of Springvale, trained by Earl Watts. That's David Dowling. 5 minutes wagering time on tonight's third race. Race Day Live from Summerside continues next with Rocky Skierman.
Don't forget to get in on the Super High Five. Comes up in race 5 and race 10 tonight with that low 15% takeout. Let's go to the track for tonight's third race. Exactor, Superfecta, Triactor, Win Place, and Show. Wagering landing on the 5 in here. Rock the Baby. 7-year-old brown mare by Rocket Image. For Windermere Farms of Springvale, Earl Watts, the master of Windermere, is the trainer. David Dowling back in the driver's seat tonight. Last start was here October 4th. Had the rail, finished third. Beat 2 lengths, race timed 1:56.1. Closed it out in 30 seconds flat. 5 wins on the season from 22 starts, over $9,000 in the bank, and a 1:56 season's best right here at Summerside. Rock the Baby from post 5 with David Dowling, your current choice at 2-5. And there we see the 3, La Vie en Rose. 5-year-old brown mare by Malicious for Leanne Moyer of Summerside. Lloyd Hanna, the trainer. Adam Murner in the driver's seat tonight. The last start was here, September the 19th. Head post 4, finished 2. Race timed in 1:57 and 2. Closed it out 29 and 4. And if you look 3 down from that start, September the 8th at Charlottetown. Post 2, wire-to-wire winner, 1:57 and 1. That was a new race win record. Closed it out 29 and 2. For Corey McPherson. La Vie en Rose. Post 3 tonight with Adam Murner. Good odds, 9 to 1. And there we get a look at the rail sitter in here. That is Pickpocket Princess, 6-year-old mare by Veradero Hanover for Wayne Hubbard of St. John, New Brunswick, who's also the breeder and the trainer. Jason Hughes gets the call to drive again tonight. Last start was here, October the 4th, post 3, finished 3, race timed 1:58 and 1, closed it out in 30 and 3. Has 2 wins on the season from 13 tries, including a 1:58 season's best at Woodstock. Pickpocket Princess on the rail with Jason Hughes. Good odds, 12 to 1. Let's have a look at the odds board for the upcoming third race. A field of 5. Pickpocket Princess on the rail for Jason Hughes at 12 to 1. Southfield Sky. Post 2 for Dale Spence. Your current choice on the board at 1 to 4. La Vie en Rose is 3 for Adam Murner at 9 to 1. Dusty Lane Zendaya is 4. Corey McPherson in the bike, shown on your screen right now. They're 10 to 1. And Rock the Baby from post 5 with David Dowling at 2 to 1. That's your field for the upcoming third race. Good luck with your selections. I want to give a shout out tonight to James and Amanda Campbell. They're tuned in to Redshores.ca in Amherst, Nova Scotia. Hope you're enjoying all the action tonight as the third race lines up behind the Metro Home Building Center starting gate. Field of 5. Let's go back upstairs to Vance Cameron.
Pickpocket Princess, Southfield Sky, La Vie en Rose, Dusty Lane Zendaya. On the starters recalling race number 3. Third race are under a starter's recall. The starter's recall charged to number 2, Southfield Sioux, make that Southfield Sky, for scoring ahead of the starting gate. Window still open for a last-minute selection.
Tonight's third race, lining up behind the Metro Home Building Center starting gate, take 2. Let's go back upstairs to Vance Cameron.
Pickpocket Princess, Southfield Sky, Le'Veon Rose, Dusty Lane, Zendaya, Rock the Baby. Top of the stretch. Here they come. Green light go this time. The rough and pacing and Rock the Baby chases the gate out. Pickpocket Princess is second. Southfield Sky into the turn third. Up fourth as they round the turn. That's Dusty Lane Zendaya. Then the early trailer. That'll be Le'Veon Rose. So this compact field of 5 will get pylon positions early, and the heavy favorite leads them to the quarter. That's Rock the Baby for David Dowling by 2. Pickpocket Princess got away second. Third, that is Southfield Sky, racing from 4th, Dusty Lane Zendaya. Trailing the field, that's Le'Veon Rose. The opening quarter went 29 seconds flat. Rock the Baby, the leader around the turn, approaching the 3/8. In the 2-hole, that's Pickpocket Princess. Southfield Sky at the rail third, racing from 4th. That's Dusty Lane Zendaya. Trailing the field is Le'Veon Rose. They arrive at the opening half mile, led by Rock the Baby. She's halfway home. Racing second is Pickpocket Princess. Third is Southfield Sky. With the leaders, 4th, Dusty Lane Zendaya. The gapped out trailer, Le'Veon Rose, 58-2 for an opening half mile. Positions are unchanged. Going by the 5/8 and Rock the Baby leading it by 2 on Pickpocket Princess. Southfield Sky continues third, racing 4th. That's Dusty Lane Zendaya. Trailing the field, Le'Veon Rose. They're over by the 3/4, and Rock the Baby is still there. And at the rail second is Pickpocket Princess. 3/4 in 1, 26-4. They went 28-2 in the third quarter. Now they're coming on home, and it's all Rock the Baby here. Pickpocket Princess is second. Dusty Lane Zendaya third. Up the inside, Southfield Sky. And it's Rock the Baby. Jogs for Dowling. Up for second, that's Dusty Lane Zendaya. Pickpocket Princess held third. The time for the mile in 1:56-2.
Here comes a slow-mo replay for tonight's third race, brought to you by Universal Media and Rock the Baby and David Dowling. They go right down the road here tonight. Fractions 29, the half up 58-2, 3/4 in 1:26-4, and she's jiggy jogging here tonight, 1:56-2 the mile. Her 6th win of the season, 28th career, and David Dowling moves 1 notch closer to Kenny Murphy in the race for top driver here at Redshores Summerside. Dusty Lane Zendaya in there for second. Pickpocket Princess is third, and Southfield Sky fourth. 5-4-1-2 unofficially in tonight's third race. We'll see Rock the Baby and David Dowling back in the Woodmere Standard Bridge Winner's Circle next.
Rock the Baby delivers in the third as the post-time favorite. She's on her way to the winner's circle, pacing Brown Mare 7 by Rockin' Image from the Ponderosa Dam, Ya Baby, owned by Windermere Farms, the Springvale, trained by Earl Watts. David Dowling had her on top at every call, winning in 1:56-2. Rock the Baby. in the third. Here's the official results from the third race. Pickpocket Princess third, Southfield Sky fourth, Levion Rose fifth, Dusty Lane Zendaya second, Rock the Baby the race winner, fractions of 29, 58 and 2, 126 and 4, and the mile 156 and 2. In review 3, 4, 5, 2, 1. Rock the Baby paid 320. The exactor was 810, the triactor 2290, and the superfecta was 634.
Red Hot Trivia at Red Shore Summerside, Saturdays in the West End Bar and Grill. The evening is hosted by Will and Tony every Saturday at 8:30 p.m. for Red Hot Trivia. Complete details at Redshores.ca. And we'll roll the picks into the screen for the upcoming fourth race tonight. I like a 4-6-5 in here. Backstretch beat likes 6-5-4. And the classifier's choice is 4-6-2. For tonight's fourth race, the horses and drivers will be on the track in a moment.
Arnold the Paperboy on the fourth race post parade, owned by Willie McKay up at Albin, trained by Bill McKay. Corey McPherson drives. JK Cowboy number 2, owned and trained by Greg McGinnis of Tyne Valley. Dale Spence. Gascoigne Sunday 3, owned by Murray McDonald of Belfast, trained by Trevor Easter. Damian McClellan. Catch Me If Lou Can number 4 is owned by David and John Sweet of O'Leary, trained by Ralph Sweet. Jason Hughes drives. 5 The Twist, owned by Triple S Equine from Newton, Ontario, trained by Blaine McKenna. David Dowling. Silver Spirit 6, owned and trained by Devin Wallace of Bloomfield. Kenny Murphy. 4 minutes wagering time on tonight's fourth race. For additional chart lines, replays, upcoming post times, go to Redshores.ca.
There's a look at some of the drivers in the Drive for Charity Holiday Edition 2022. Kenny Arsenault teams up with Metro Home Building Centre for the Alzheimer's Society of PEI. Corey McPherson teams up with McCory's Meats for the Upper Room Food Bank. Gilles Berriot teams up with A&M Snow Removal for the MS Society. And Mike McGuigan teams up with Syntrack Print and Graphic Design for the PEI Hospice Foundation. Let's go to the track for tonight's fourth race. He's actor, superfecta, triactor, win place, and show wagering. Don't forget to tag your ticket for a chance at that Wild Horses jackpot of $25. Landing on the 4 in here, Catch Me If Lou Can, 5-year-old by Sweet Lou for David and John Sweet of O'Leary. Ralph Sweet, the trainer. Jason Hughes in the driver's seat. Last Tuesday night, right here at Summerside, Post 2 was a winner by 7 1/4 lengths in 1:56.1. Closed it out 29-1. That was a new race win record and his first win of the season. 5th career. Catch Me If Lou Can, Post 4 tonight with Jason Hughes at 2-1. There's a look at the 6, Silver Spirit, 3-year-old by Veradero Hanover for Devin Wallace of Bloomfield. Devin's the trainer. And Kenny Murphy in the driver's seat tonight. Last start was here October the 2nd in the Joe O'Brien Grassroots for $17,400. Post 7, finished 6, race time 2:01.4. Closed it out 32-1. The start before that, though, was at Charlottetown, September the 10th in the PEI Colt Stakes for $6,550. Post 3, wire-to-wire winner, 157-1, new race win record. Closed it out in 28 seconds flat for Kenny Murphy. Silver Spirit, Post 6 tonight with Mr. Murphy in the bike at 7-2. And there's a look at the 5, The Twist. 4-year-old by Better's Delight for Triple S Equine of Newton, Ontario. Blaine McKenna now the trainer. David Dowling gets the call to drive tonight. Last start was October the 1st at Charlottetown. Post 6, finished 8. Race timed 1:58.2. Closed it out in 31-1. 16 starts on the season, has 2 wins, including a 1:56.3 season's best at Charlottetown. The Twist into a new stable tonight. Post 5 with David Dowling, your current choice at even money. I want to give a shout out tonight to Jody and Shelley Hennessy. They're watching tonight at Redshores.ca, longtime friends of mine. And they're tuned in tonight. Hope they're enjoying all the action as tonight's 4th race lines up behind the Metro Home Building Center starting gate. Let's return to track announcer Vance Cameron.
Arnold the Paperboy, J.K. Cowboy, Gascoigne Sunday. Catch Me If Lou Can. The Twist. Silver Spirit, a half a dozen noses up on the gate here in the 4th. Top of the stretch. Here they come. The rough and pacing Catch Me If Lou Can. Arnold the Paperboy. Between them is Gascoigne Sunday. Joining them on the outside. Silver Spirit is 4th around the turn. The Twist on the outside 5th. Then the trailer. That's J.K. Cowboy. They move to the backstretch and Catch Me If Lou Can. Driving up from the outside. Gonna take over the lead for the Blue Knight Use. Second up the rail is Arnold the Paperboy. Getting away 3rd is Gascoigne Sunday. 4th up the rail is Silver Spirit. Back into 5th. That's the Twist. And trailing the field, J.K. Cowboy is 6th. They're over to the opening quarter. Oh, they're sitting up on a Wednesday night. Boom! Just like that, 27-4. Open this one up. The serious leader, Catch Me If Lou Can. Second is Arnold the Paperboy, racing from 3rd. Gascoigne Sunday. Silver Spirit is 4th. On the outside, the Twist underway 5th. Trailing the field, that is J.K. Cowboy. Halfway home in the 4th, and they're there in 58-1. A comfortable second quarter of 30-2 off the big-time opener with 3/8 to go. The leader, Catch Me If Lou Can. Second is Arnold the Paperboy in at the rail 3rd. That's Gascoigne Sunday. The Twist is a stalled 4th. Silver Spirit on the cones 5th. J.K. Cowboy is 6th. They arrive at 3/4. Catch Me If Lou Can is still there. Arnold the Paperboy races from 2nd. He's the longest shot on the board. 3/4 in 1. 28-4. They're homeward bound now. Catch Me If Lou Can, the leader. Arnold the Paperboy is 2nd. Gascoigne Sunday on the outside 3rd. Deep stretch now. Catch Me If Lou Can hangs on for the Blue Knight. Gascoigne Sunday rallied in 2nd. Arnold the Paperboy was 3rd. The time for the mile in 1:57.3.
Here comes the slow-mo replay from tonight's 4th race, brought to you by Universal Media. Catch Me If Lou Can. He cleared up just going to the quarter, 27-4, down to the half in 58-1. He rolled through the 3/4 in 1:28-4, and he gets the job done. Second time this season, 2 in a row, 1:57.3 for Jason Hughes here tonight. Up for second is the 3 coming up on the outside. That is Gascoigne Sunday. Arnold the Paperboy in there for 3rd, and for 4th is the 6, Silver Spirit, 4:3.16 unofficially here in tonight's 4th race, and we'll see Catch Me If Lou Can in the Woodmere Standardbridge Winner's Circle next.
Catch Me If Lou Can goes back to back for the Blue Knight. He's going to the Woodmere Standardbred winner's circle here in the fourth. Bay Pacing gelding 5 by Sweet Lou off the Benner's Delight Dam. Faster, faster. Owned by David and John Sweet of O'Leary, trained by Ralph Sweet, and the Blue Knight Jason Hughes in the driver's seat for a mile in 1:57 3. Catch Me If Lou Can in the fourth.
The management and staff at Red Shores want your experience to be fun and entertaining. That is why we offer information on how our games work, tips to keep your gambling fun, and available community resources. For more information, please speak to one of our PlayWise advisors or stop by the PlayWise Information Center.
Now the official results in the fourth: Idle the Paperboy third, JK Cowboy fifth, Gascoigne Sunday was second. Catch Me If Lou Can, the race winner. The Twist was sixth, Silver Spirit fourth, 27-4, 58-1, 128-4, and the mile 1:57 3. In review 3:52, 1:64. Catch Me If Lou Can paid $4.70. The Exactor $39, Triactor $290.30, and the Superfecta returned $104.52.
Top trainer standings here at Red Shores Summerside. Earl Watts leads all trainers in wins with 14 wins. Wade Sorey in second with 11. For third, we have a three-way tie. Mark Campbell, Jeff Holmes, and Phil Sizer, all with 10 wins. Those are your top trainers right here at Red Shores Summerside. And we'll roll the picks into the screen for the upcoming fifth race. Vance and I will be on next with our super high 5 selections. I like 165 in here. Backstretch Beat likes 135, and the classifier also likes 165 in the upcoming fifth race. The horse and drivers will be on the track in a moment.
The fifth race is the first of two super high fives on this Wednesday night program. They're on parade. Number one, Wickedly Sinful, owned by Robin Longinus of Summerside. The trainer-driver is Taylor Doyle. Pleasing Pink 2, owned by Tyra Perry of Tignish. Brady Sweet trains and drives. Bugtown Superstar number 3 is owned and trained by Brian Walsh of Albany. David Dowling. Cinder Angelina number 4 is owned, trained, and driven by Jacob Sweet of O'Leary. 5 Sweet Sylvia is owned by Sylvia Hall Andrews of Nanaimo, British Columbia, trained by Frank Hansen, Kenny Murphy. Elm Grove Nancy 6 has Adam Murner in the driver's seat for owner-trainer Robert Phillips, Belfast. Number 7 is RE's Nancy, owned, trained, and driven by Dana Sweet of Bloomfield Station. Down to 4 minutes wagering time on race number 5, and Rocky, you and I are coming up with our selections. In the Super High 5, we thank Results Marketing and Advertising for their presentation of the Vance Cam. In the 5th, I'll go to the rail, much like everyone else. The 1-9 choice is Wickedly Sinful. The 2-year-old McWicked filly is 2 for 2 since arriving on PEI. Gets the rail to her advantage tonight, and she is the 1-9 choice right now. Gonna go to the 5, Sweet Sylvia. Right now, good odds at 12-1. I like the 6, Elm Grove Nancy. Went back-to-back in the 4 claimer. Tried her luck at 5 and had no luck. So she returns to the $4,000 claiming ranks and once again gets Murner. For 4th, I'm going to throw in the veteran mare Cinder Angelina. And my Super High 5 concludes with the 2-entry Pleasing Pink. From the booth, I'm going 1-5-6-4-2. Mr. Sherman, your choices.
Well, we agree on the winner. Taylor Doyle's having himself a great night. He's got a win out of his barn already, and he's got a driving win already, and he looks to double up on both here tonight, as he's got a 2-year-old filly, Wickedly Sinful, in here. I got her on top. For 2nd, I'll go to the 6, Elm Grove Nancy. For triactor players, the 5, Sweet Sylvia. For 4th, the 3, Bugtown Superstar. And few super high fivers, the 2, Pleasing Pink. So I like 1-6-5-3-2. Vance likes 1-5-6-4-2. Good luck and get in on the Super High 5. And there we see the rail sitter in here. That is Wickedly Sinful, 2-year-old filly by McWicked for Robin Legioness of Summerside. He looks to double up the ownership group tonight in the win column as well. He had a win earlier. Taylor Doyle is the trainer and the driver. This filly is perfect since coming to Prince Edward Island. September the 19th was her first start here and was a winner in 2:01-2 for Taylor Doyle. That was a maiden record. And then October the 4th, last Tuesday night, post 3, was a winner 2:01-1. New record, 29-2 on the end of it. Taylor Doyle in the bike for both of those starts. Wickedly Sinful makes just her 6th lifetime start tonight, and she's on the rail at 1-9. And there's the 6, Elm Grove Nancy, 6-year-old mare by Coast to Coast Yankee for Robert Phillips of Belfast. Adam Murner is in the driver's seat tonight. Last start last Tuesday night here, had post 2, finished 5. Race time 2 minutes 3/5, closed it out 29-1. And then you look 3 down to September the 12th, was a winner 2 minutes 2/5. Followed that up by another win on the 19th of September right here. 2:02-3, 29-3 on the end of it. Elm Grove Nancy looks for her 10th lifetime win tonight. Post 6 for Adam Murner. Right now, 7-1. Let's have a quick look at the odds board for the upcoming 5th race. Wickedly Sinful on the rail for Taylor Doyle at 1-4. Pleasing Pink the 2 for Brady Sweet at 18-1. Bugtown Superstars 3 for David Dowling at 9-1. Cinder Angelina from Post 4 with Jacob Sweet at 8-1. Sweet Sylvia's 5 for Kenny Murphy at 9-2. Elm Grove Nancy 6 for Adam Murner at 6-1. And the 7 R.E.'s Nancy with Dana Sweet. No tickets sold yet. Good luck with your selections, and that is the field for tonight's 5th race. Tonight's 5th race, a field of 7. Moving in behind the Metro Home Building Center starting gate. Let's return to track announcer Vance Cameron.
Wickedly Sinful, Pleasing Pink, Bugtown Superstar, Cinder Angelina, Sweet Sylvia, Elm Grove Nancy, R.E.'s Nancy. They're on the gate. Top of the stretch. Here they come. Rough and pacing and a host of levers here. Wickedly Sinful, Pleasing Pink, Bugtown Superstar, way wide is Sweet Sylvia. Then around the turn and dropping in to be 5th is Cinder Angelina with Elm Grove Nancy and the trailer. That is R.E.'s Nancy. Up the backstretch they go. Sweet Sylvia on the outside. Wickedly Sinful taking her on here in the early going. Dropping in to be 3rd. That's Pleasing Pink. Now 4th is Bugtown Superstar. Cinder Angelina races 5th. Then it's Elm Grove Nancy 6th. And trailing the field, R.E.'s Nancy. The quarter mile was 28 and 4. On the lead, it's Sweet Sylvia for Kenny Murphy. Racing 2nd is Wickedly Sinful. Out of the turn, Pleasing Pink's in 3rd. Racing 4th, that's Bugtown Superstar, and she's coming to the outside. Cinder Angelina set to follow her 5th. Then in 6th, it's Elm Grove Nancy. Trailing the field, that is R.E.'s Nancy. Halfway home, led by Sweet Sylvia. First up on the outside, 2nd is Bugtown Superstar. 1 minute and 3 was the half. That was comfortable of 31 and 4 in the second quarter. Sweet Sylvia the leader. Bugtown Superstar is at her wheel. In at the rail, 3rd, Wickedly Sinful. Now 4th is Cinder Angelina. 5th up the rail, that is Pleasing Pink. Elm Grove Nancy on the outside, 6th. Trailing the field, that is R.E.'s Nancy. 3 quarters in the books, and they were there in 1:30 and 2. Sweet Sylvia the leader. Bugtown Superstar 2nd. 3rd up the rail is Wickedly Sinful, and they're homeward bound now. Sweet Sylvia the leader. Wickedly Sinful on the outside. Up the rail, Cinder Angelina. Way wide, Elm Grove Nancy. On the wire, Wickedly Sinful got there to double up Doyle. 2nd, that is Sweet Sylvia. We'll need a show photo. Time for the mile in 2:01 and 1.
Here comes a slow-mo replay for tonight's 5th race, brought to you by Universal Media. And we saw Kenny Murphy with Sweet Sylvia on the front, 28 and 4 to the quarter, the half up in a minute 3/5. Down to 3 quarters in 1:30 and 2. Right in the 2-hole was Wickedly Sinful following along for the ride. And in the stretch drive, great Great shot here by Universal Media. In the stretch drive, we see Wickedly Sinful on the outside. Sweet Sylvia in the middle. Down along the rails, Cinder Angelina. Elm Grove Nancy on the outside. Wickedly Sinful is going to get up to get this one here. Sweet Sylvia did all the work in there for second. Up for third. It's tight between the 4 and the 6. It's not posted yet, but we will see. Wickedly Sinful and Taylor Doyle goes to the winner's circle for the second time tonight. Next.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the 5th race tonight, number 4, Cinder Angelina, and number 6, Elm Grove Nancy, have finished third in the dead heat. Well, it's a career night out of the Taylor Doyle barn. Brought 2 to Summerside at Kensington. Both of them went to the winner's circle. He's picked up a driving double. And it's Wickedly Sinful in the 5th race going to the winner's circle, facing Brown Filly 2 by McWicked off the Intrepid Sealster Dam spouting off. Let's not forget that owner Robin Lajeunesse of Summerside, he's had 2 winners on this card. She's trained and she's driven to victory by Taylor Doyle, and she remains perfect. 3 starts at Summerside, 3 trips to the winner's circle. Tonight, the mile right to a record of 2:01.1. Wickedly Sinful in the 5th. Now the official results in race 5, Wiggly Sinful the winner, Pleasing Pink 6th, Bugtown Superstar 5th, Cinder Angelina 3rd in the dead heat. Sweet Sylvia was 2nd, Elm Grove Nancy finished 3rd in the dead heat. Artie's Nancy was 7th, the fractions were 28 and 4. 1 minute 3, 1:30 and 2, and the mile in 2:01 and 1. In review, 165, 3 dead heat, 2, 3 dead heat, 7. Wickedly Sinful paid $280. The Exactor $540. The Try 156 at $590. The 154 paid $970. And the Super High 5 at $17.17.
October's meal and deal special at Red's Gold Cup Lounge on the Red Shores Charlottetown Casino floor will be chicken ribs, fries, and coleslaw. Starts October the 7th. The meal is $19.95, and rewards members get $10 back in free play for any slots or table games. And we'll roll the picks into the screen for the upcoming 6th race. It is the Leicester Chapel Memorial. I like a 5-1-2 in here. Backstretch beat likes 1-5-2. And the classifier's choice is 1-5-7. In tonight's 6th race, the horses and drivers will be on the track in a moment.
The 6th race is the Leicester Chapel Memorial with a trackside presentation. They're on parade, number 1, J.J. Linda, owned by Joe Baxter of Falmouth and Matthew Williams of Newport Station, Nova Scotia. Joe does the training. Dale Spence drives. 2 Black Electra is owned and trained by Jansen Sweet of Rosebank, Jacob Sweet up. 3 is Starships Alicia, owned by Claude Poirier, trained by Earl Watts. David Dowling drives. 1 of them girls, number 4, Walter Chevry, co-owns, trains, and drives. Co-owner is Douglas Olton. 5 is Brookdale Maggie, owned by Douglas and Doug Pauley from Amherst, Nova Scotia, trained by Phil Sizer, Corey McPherson. She's All Lover 6 is owned, trained, and driven by Robbie Chappell of Summerside. Jay's Little Spark 7 is owned by Chris McGinnis of Hampshire, trained by Greg McGinnis. Tonight out of Murder. 4 minutes wagering time on race number 6. The on-track pick 5 starts on this race, so get your ballots in. Rocky Skierman comes back next on race day.
There's a look at that dead heat photo from tonight's 5th race. Great shot by the Atlantic Provinces Harness Racing Commission. You'll see Elm Grove Nancy and the other horse in that race, Cinder Angelina. They dead heated in the 5th race. Great shot.
Let's go to the track for tonight's 6th race, the Leicester Chapel Memorial. Landing on the 5 in here, Brookdale Maggie, 4-year-old mare by Better's Delight for Doug and Douglas Polly of Amherst, Nova Scotia. Phil Sizer is the trainer, and Corey McPherson will do the driving. Last start was here last Tuesday night from post 7, finished 4th place 3rd. Race time 1:59.4, closed it out 28.3. September the 19th here, post 4 was a winner by 6 1/4 lengths in 1:58.4. Closed that one out in 29 seconds flat. 3 wins on the season from 16 starts and a new record of 1:58 taken right here at Summerside on August the 30th. Brookdale Maggie, post 5 tonight for Corey McPherson at 7-2. And there's a look at the rail sitter in here. Your current choice on the board at 1-2 is JJ Linda, 3-year-old filly by Tobago Case. For Joe Baxter, Matthew Williams. Joe Baxter, the trainer. Dale Spence in the driver's seat. Last start was here October the 2nd. A Lady Slipper Grassroots for $10,300. Head post 4 and finish 2. Race time 1:59 flat. Closed it out in 29.3. September the 10th at Charlottetown, PEI Colt Stakes for $6,900. Post 7 was a winner, 1:57.2. That was a new race win record. Closed it out 30 seconds flat. Has the rail tonight. JJ Linda with Dale Spence, 3-5. And the 2 Black Electras out there in the center field. Can't really see her very well, but she's in the center field there. Post 2 tonight. 6-year-old Black Mare by Shadow Play for Jansen Sweet of Rosebank, Prince Edward Island. He's also the trainer. Jacob Sweet in the bike to drive tonight. Last start was here last Tuesday night. Head post 3 and finished 3rd place 4th. Race time 1:59.3. Closed it out in 28.3. 7 wins this season from 21 tries, 156-1 new record taken at Charlottetown. Black Electra, post 2 with Jacob Sweet. Good odds, 14-1. I want to give a shout out tonight to Bo Sowers. He's watching all the way in Monticello, New York. Hope you're enjoying all the action from Redshores Summerside tonight as the 6th race, the Leicester Chapel Memorial, lines up behind the Metro Home Building Center starting gate. Let's return to track announcer Vance Cameron.
JJ Linda, Black Electra, Starship Alicia, one of them girls. Brookdale Maggie, she's a lover. Jay's little spark is outside. They're on the gate. Top of the stretch. Here they come. And there they go. The rough and pacing Black Electra and JJ Linda. One of them girls is also leaving. Then to their outside comes She's a Lover. She leaves into the turn to get away 50 Starship Alicia. Then Brookdale Maggie is 6 and trailing the field. Jay's a Little Spark 7th. They're quarter pole bound. Black Electra made the lead for Jacob Sweet. Second is one of them girls. J.J. Linda is coming early now. She'll pick them off. Was third, now second. And going to take dead aim at that early leader, Black Electra. Here comes J.J. Linda and Spence to take over off an opening quarter of 29-1. Black Electra is second. One of them girls third. Then fourth. That She's a Lover. Starship's Alicia fifth. Brookdale Maggie in sixth. Seventh is Jay's Little Spark. They approach the opening half mile, now led by J.J. Linda. Second is Black Electra, racing from third. One of them girls up and on the move in the outside fourth. Starship's Alicia is underway. Brookdale Maggie following her fifth. Now She's a Lover in sixth, trailing seventh. Jay's a Little Spark, 59 seconds flat was the half mile. And out in front, that's J.J. Linda. Starship's Alicia now second. Black Electra back to third. Brookdale Maggie from the outside. One of them girls has nowhere to go on the rail. Then it's She's a Lover. And on the outside, Jay's a Little Spark. So the 3/4 in the books. And J.J. Linda got him there in 1:28-2. Starship's Alicia is second. Black Electra third. Brookdale Maggie on the outside fourth. They're homeward bound now. J.J. Linda the leader. Starship's Alicia has a shot at her here on the outside. One of them girls coming up the rail. Starship's Alicia on the line here with Dowling. Well, one of them girls and Brookdale Maggie were closing in on the end of it. The time for the mile in 1:59-1.
Here comes a slow-mo replay for tonight's sixth race, the Lester Chapel Memorial. Slow-mo brought to you by Universal Media. And we saw J.J. Linda get to the front after a quarter 29-1, down to the half in 59. 3/4 1:28-2. Had some company. Starship's Alicia came first over, followed by Brookdale Maggie right there in the pocket. That was Walter Chevery with one of them girls. And here's a great shot by Universal Media. We see Starship's Alicia in the middle. Down along the rail is Walter with one of them girls. Brookdale Maggie far outside, but on the line it is the 3. Starship's Alicia to win. Up for second, the 5. Brookdale Maggie. For third is the 4. One of them girls. And the 2. Black Electra is fourth. So 3-5-4-2 unofficially in tonight's sixth race. We shall see Starship's Alicia with David Dowling as he moves into a tie now with Kenny Murphy for top driver here. And they're going to the Woodmere Standardbridge Winner's Circle next.
Well, I must admit, I never knew this mare was the longest shot on the board till I looked out after the race was over, but it's one for the long shot players here in the sixth race. Starship's Alicia's going to the winner's circle. Bay Pacing Filly 3 by Peng Shui off the Camelot Hall Dam Romance in Camelot. And she's a homebred of Claude Portier. Earl Watts, the trainer, has the double. David Dowling, the driver, has the double. And the filly gets her 5th lifetime victory. Tonight, 1:59-1. Starship's Alicia upsets the 6th. Down at trackside we go, and we have the Lester Chapel Memorial Cooler presentation. Brady Sweet, phone the judges, please. Brady Sweet, phone the judges. Now the official results in race 6, JJ Linda 6, Black Electra 4th. Starship's Alicia the winner. One of them girls 3rd. Brookdale Maggie was 2nd. She's a Lover 7th. Jay's Little Spark was 5th. The fractions were 29 and 1, 59, 128 and 2, and the mile 159 and 1. In review 641, 32, 75. Starship's Alicia paid $57.40 to win. The exactor $188.20. The triactor honored the ticket 3-5 all at $251. There is a superfecta carryover.
The Drive for Charity promotion has returned for the fall meet at Redshore, Summerside, and Charlottetown properties. The Drive for Charity event features 10 of Prince Edward Island's top harness racing drivers partnering with island businesses to raise money for local charities. Each win will earn $30 toward their charity, and it runs until December the 4th, just in time for the holidays. Here are the participating businesses, drivers, and their charities. Redshores Racetrack and Casino partners up with Dale Spence for United Way. The PEI Harness Racing Industry Association partnering up with Adam Murner for Joyriders. Jason Hughes partners up with Daniel Ross Limited for Camp Genchef. Andrew Stables of Dundas, Ontario, and Milton PEI and David Dowling, they're partnering up for Kidsport PEI. A&M Snow Removal, and Jill Barrio are partnering up for the MS Society. Ocean 100, Mark Campbell, they're partnering up for Toys for Tots. McCrory's Meats and Corey McPherson, they're partnering up for the Upper Room Food Bank. Metro Home Building Center and Kenny Arsenault, they're getting together for the Alzheimer's Society of PEI. McRae, Backhoe and Trucking, and Kenny Murphy, they're teaming up for Santa's Angels. And Syntrack Print and Graphic Design and Mike McGuigan, they team up for the PEI Hospice Foundation.
It's your final call to purchase a 50-50 draw ticket. The Horsemen's Association are guaranteeing $200 to the winner. Final call on the 50-50 draw. Dana Sweet, you're needed at the paddock, please. Dana Sweet to the paddock. Ultimately Handsome on the 7th race post parade is home to the Ultimate Stable of Greater Lakeburn, New Brunswick, trained by Don Hubbard. Dale Spence drives. 2, Montrose Hope, owned by Harvey Holm of Alberton, trained by Lucy Sainamore, Jason Hughes. The Big Chase, number 3, is owned by Ian and Kenneth McKinnon and Sonny McDougall. Corey McPherson, the trainer-driver. 4, Hunger Pangs, owned by Suzanne McKeegan of Albert Bridge, Nova Scotia, trained by Blaine McKenna. David Dowling. Flowers on the Beach 5, owned by Jeff Wallace of Elmsdale and Cecil Flowers of St. Louis. Trained by Jeff Wallace. Devin Wallace drives. 4 minutes wagering time on the 7th race. Live racing returns Thursday and Saturday at a Redshores Charlottetown location. Thursday night post time at 6 p.m. and it's Saturday afternoon at 12:30.
Now time for 60 seconds or less with Peter McPhee.
Today we have Steven Shepard in the hot seat. Steven, we're going to get right to it. Name your favorite professional sports team.
Montreal Canadiens.
What's the one sporting event you'd like to see in person?
The Stanley Cup Finals.
What is your favorite movie of all time?
Top Gun.
And your favorite actor or actress?
Liam Neeson.
What's the best series you've watched on Netflix or Crave?
Yellowstone.
And who is your favorite singer or band?
Tragically Hip.
If you had to head to a favorite holiday destination, where would it be?
Ireland.
If you had to write a book about your life, what would it be called?
It's been a long road.
And name the best horse or horses you've driven.
Cowboy Logic and Russian Kisses.
Besides driving horses, what would be your dream job?
Firefighting.
And would you rather call a race or guest host as a racing analyst here at Red Shores?
I'd rather be a guest host because I don't think I could do Vance's job.
What about Kurt's?
Kurt does a pretty good job himself too, so I'd like to be able to sit in and add something, but I wouldn't be able to do it.
Thanks for watching 60 seconds or less.
Great job by Steven Shepard there on 60 seconds or less. Let's head out to the track for tonight's 7th race. Exactor Superfecta Triactor. 20-cent pick 4 begins on this race. Tag your ticket for the chance at the Wild Horses jackpot of $25. Landing on the 4 in here, that's Hunger Pangs. 7-year-old by Pang Shui for Susan McKagan of Albert Bridge, Nova Scotia. Blaine McKenna, the trainer, and David Dowling in the driver's seat tonight. Last start for this horse was here last Tuesday night, post 6, finished 6. Race timed 1:57.3, closed it out in 29.2. He has 2 wins on the season from 16 tries, 1:55.1 season's best, taken at Charlottetown on August the 18th. Hunger Pangs, post 4 tonight with David Dowling at 3-2. And there we get a look at the 2, Montrose Hope, 6-year-old by Verdero Hanover for Harvey Holm of Alberton. He's also the breeder. Lucy St. Amory is the trainer, and Jason Hughes back in the driver's seat tonight. Look at that start on September the 12th right here at Summerside. Post 3 was a winner in 1:57.3. That was a season's best, 29 seconds flat on the end of it, and his last start was here last Tuesday night. Post 5, finished 2, just beat by quarter of a length. Race time 1:57.1, closed it out in 28.3. He's looking for career win 11 tonight. Montrose Hope with Jason Hughes at 3-2. And there's a look at the 5, Flowers on the Beach, 6-year-old by Veradero Hanover. Don't leave this one off your ticket, folks. He could win the whole race. He's owned by Jeff Wallace of Elmsdale and Cecil Flowers of St. Louis. Jeff Wallace, the trainer, and Devin Wallace in the driver's seat. Last start last Tuesday night here, post 3, finished 5. Race timed 1:57.3, closed it out in 29 seconds flat. You look at that start September the 5th right here in Summerside. Head post 3, wire-to-wire winner, 1:55.3, closed it out in 29.2, and right now Flowers on the Beach is 4-1. As tonight's 7th race, they're moving up in behind the Metro Home Building Center starting gate. Let's return to track announcer Vance Cameron.
Ultimately handsome, Montrose Hope, the Big Chase, Hunger Pangs, and Flowers on the Beach. Starting gate swings round the turn. Entering the stretch. Approaching a start. Rough and pacing, the Big Chase is the first one out on the rail, ultimately handsome, and coming from the outside, Hunger Pangs racing fourth into the turn. That's Montrose Hope, and then the trailer, that'll be Flowers on the Beach. They're at the 8th pole, led by the Big Chase and Corey McPherson. Hunger Pangs and Dowling will not wait. They'll pop the 2-hole, going on to take over the lead. That is Hunger Pangs. Second is the Big Chase, racing from third. Ultimately handsome, Montrose Hope on the cones 4th, trailing the field. Flowers on the Beach 5th. They arrived at the opening quarter, and they were there in 27-4. Boom! Just like that, a fired-up leader is Hunger Pangs. Second is the Big Chase, racing from third. Ultimately handsome. 4th is Montrose Hope, trailing the field. Flowers on the Beach 5th. They're halfway home, led by Hunger Pangs and Dowling. The Big Chase 2nd, ultimately handsome 3rd. Into the turn, Montrose Hope 4th, trailing 5th. Flowers on the Beach 57-2 for half a mile. We're down to 3/8 to go. Hunger Pangs will take him up the backstretch, going to 3/4. The Big Chase is 2nd. Ultimately handsome 3rd. 4th on the outside is Montrose Hope, trailing the field. Flowers on the Beach. They go by 3/4. Hunger Pangs is there, racing 2nd. The Big Chase. Ultimately handsome coming to the outside. 3/4 in 1. 26-3. Homeward bound they come, led by Hunger Pangs. The Big Chase on the outside. Up the rail is ultimately handsome. Deep stretch now on the wire. Hunger Pangs needs it. The Big Chase got there on the end. Hunger Pangs 2nd, ultimately handsome 3rd. The time for the mile, they're home in 1:56.3.
Here comes the slow-mo replay brought to you by Universal Media. And Hunger Pangs was hustled to the front, 27-4, the half up 57-2, down to 3/4 in 1:26.3. He had company. The Big Chase popped out of the 2-hole at the head of the stretch, and it looked like Hunger Pangs was going to hang on here, but the Big Chase digs in deep stretch, and ultimately handsome coming up along the rail here. Montrose Hope on the outside. But the Big Chase is going to get up here to get the job done. 1:56.3. That's his 4th win of the season, 11th career. Hunger Pangs hangs on for 2nd. Ultimately handsome in there for 3rd. And the 2, Montrose Hope 4th. 3-4-1-2 unofficially in tonight's 7th race. And we'll see the Big Chase with Corey McPherson in the Woodmere Standardbreds winner circle next.
There goes the big chase to the 7th race winner's circle. Bay pacing gelding 5 by Western Paradise. From the Articulator Dam, April Dawn Star, owned by Ian and Kenneth McKinnon and Sonny McDougall of Nova Scotia. He's trained and driven to victory by Corey McPherson. Time for the mile in 1:56 and 3. The big chase in the 7th. Now the official results in race 7, ultimately Handsome third, Montrose Hope fourth, the big chase the race winner. Hunger Pangs was second. Flowers on the Beach finished fifth. The fractions were up in 27 and 4, 57 and 2, 126 and 3, and the mile 156 and 3. In review 34125. The big chase paid $8.70. The exactor $39.80, triactor $77.90, and the superfecta was $22.88.
HPI players across the country who play Redshores Summerside and play $40 or more will get 3% cash back in their accounts up until the end of the Summerside meet, which is Monday, October 31st. HPI PEI players also qualify for a chance to win a $500 account bonus rebate. You can opt in at hpibet.com. And we'll roll the selections into the screen for the upcoming 8th race. I like a 2-1-4 in here. Backstretch beat likes 4-1-2. And the classifier's choice, 1-2-7. In the upcoming 8th race, the horses and drivers, they'll be on the track in a few moments.
Elroy Shiner on the 8th race post parade is owned by Frank Sweet of Knutsford, trained by Jansen Sweet, Jacob Sweet drives. Jafar Delac, number 2, is owned by Frank Banks of Summerside and Jason Williams of McNeil's Mills. Frank is the trainer with David Dowling up. Starship Zodiac, number 3, owned by Robbie and Reese Williams of Ellerslie. Reese is the trainer. Jason Hughes. Pineapple Express, number 4, is owned by Willie McKay of Bud Albin, trained by Bill McKay, Dale Spence. 5 Overwatch, owned by Albert Hickox of South Freetown, trained by Dwayne McCacherin, Corey McPherson drives. My Ambrose, number 6, owned by Carl and Jason McDougall of Ellerslie. Carl is the trainer, driven by Kenny Murphy. Southfield Sandy wears number 7, owned by Southfield Farms Incorporated and Gordy McMillan, trained by Keith Campbell. Tonight, Adam Murner. 4 minutes wagering time on race 8. For race replays, upcoming promotions, and more, go to Redshores.ca.
Let's go to the track for tonight's 8th race. Exactor, Superfecta, Tractor, Win, Place, and Show Wagering. Don't forget to tag your ticket for a chance at that Wild Horses jackpot of $25. Landing on the 2 in here, Jafar Dulac. 3-year-old by Sunshine Beach for Frank Banks and Jason Williams. Frank is the trainer. David Dowling gets back in the bike tonight. The last start was here last Tuesday night. Had post 4. Finished 3rd. Race timed 1:58.4. Closed it out in 28.3 for Adam Murner. 20 starts on the season. 2 wins, including a record of 1:59.3. Taken right here in Summerside. Jafar Dulac. Post 2 tonight for David Dowling. He's in the driver's seat and he looks to triple up tonight. Right now, 7-5. There's a look at the rail sitter in here. That is Elroy Shiner. 5-year-old by Where We Needy for Frank Sweet of Knutsford. Jansen Sweet, the trainer. Jacob Sweet in the driver's seat. It's a sweet affair in here. Last start was last Tuesday night. Had the rail and finished 8. Race timed 1:58.3. Closed it out in 29.4. 27 starts on the season. Has a win. 1:59 flat, taken at Woodbine Mohawk Park. Elroy Shiner on the rail tonight for Jacob Sweet. Right now, your co-choice at 6-5. And there we could look at the 4, Pineapple Express, 6-year-old by Articulator for Willie McKay of Bredalbin. Bill McKay Sr. is the trainer, and Dale Spence looks to double up tonight. He's in the driver's seat. Last start was here September 19th, had post 2. Finished 2 by a neck, race timed 1:58.4. Closed it out in 29.3 for Dale Spence. He's looking for his first win of the season. He could upset them in here. Post 4 tonight for Pineapple Express. Good odds, 6-1. Tonight's 8th race has a field of 7, and they are moving in behind the Metro Home Building Center starting gate. Let's return to track announcer Vance Cameron.
Elroy Shiner, Jafar Delac, Starship Zodiac, Pineapple Express, Overwatch, My Ambrose, Southfield Sandy. Top of the stretch. Here they come. The rough and pacing Elroy Shiner leaves out. Jafar Delac is second into the turn. Coming from the outside is Overwatch third. Pineapple Express fourth. From the far outside fifth. That is Southfield Sandy. My Ambrose sixth. And the early trailer as they straighten up the backstretch. That is Starship Zodiac. So they're going to the quarter and led by Elroy Shiner. Southfield Sandy up and at him on the outside as they arrive at the opening station. Here's a Wednesday night brouhaha going on up front. Elroy Shiner and Jacob Sweet demand to lead it here. Opening quarters up 28-4. Southfield Sandy dropped in second, racing third. That is Jafar Delac. Overwatch is fourth. Back into fifth. Pineapple Express. Sixth is My Ambrose. Trailing the field. Starship Zodiac. They're halfway home. Led by Elroy Shiner. Second is Southfield Sandy. There goes Jafar Delac to the outside third. Into the turn. Overwatch is fourth. 57-3 for an opening half mile. Consecutive 28-4 splits. Elroy Shiner the leader. Southfield Sandy is second. Jafar Delac on the outside third. Overwatch on the rail fourth. Pineapple Express fifth. Then it's My Ambrose, followed by the trailer. Starship Zodiac. 3/4 goes to Elroy Shiner in 1:26-4. From the outside, Jafar Delac is second. Southfield Sandy in the pocket third. Overwatch fourth. Pineapple Express fifth. Down the stretch they come. Elroy Shiner. Southfield Sandy. Overwatch up the inside. Elroy Shiner looks to go all the way. Overwatch up the inside. Second. Southfield Sandy third. Time for the mile 1:57-2.
Here comes the slow-mo replay for tonight's 8th race, brought to you by Universal Media. Elroy Shiner, he demanded on leading it here tonight. 28-4 to the quarter, down to the half in 57-3. Rolled through 3/4 of 1:26-4. He had Jafar Delac to his right. And in along the rail, he had Southfield Sandy, Overwatch coming up the inside, Pineapple Express on the far outside. But on the line, it is Elroy Shiner gets the job done here tonight. In for second is the 5, Overwatch, Southfield Sandy third, and Jafar Delac fourth. 1:5.72 unofficially in tonight's 8th race. And we'll see Elroy Shiner and Jacob Sweet in the Woodmere Standardbridge Winner's Circle next.
Elroy Shiner's on his way to the 8th race winner's circle. Bay Pacing gelding, the 5-year-old son of Where Are We Needy, is off the Rambaran Dam. Rain Dance Heather, owned by Frank Sweet of Knutsford. Trained by Jansen Sweet, driven to victory by Jacob Sweet. Every call's a winning one tonight in 157 and 2. Elroy Shiner wires the 8th. Here's the official results now in race 8. Elroy Shiner the winner. Jafar Dulac was 4th. Starship Zodiac 7th. Pineapple Express 5th. Overwatch finished 2nd. My Ambrose 6th. Southfield Sandy 3rd. Fractions went 28 and 4. 57 and 3. 126 and 4. And the mile 157 and 2. In review, it's 147, 52, 63. Elroy Shiner paid $310 to win. The exactor $16.80, triactor $42, superfecta $46.16.
There's a look at the place picture for tonight's 8th race. You'll see the 5 Overwatch just edging out the 7 Southfield Sandy for place in tonight's 8th race. Great shot by the Atlantic Provinces Harness Racing Commission.
Time to check your 50-50 draw tickets tonight, valued at $221. The winning number will be 8, 8, 8, 0, 6, 7. Tonight's 50-50 winning number for $221, 888067. Good luck.
The Drive for Charity event features 10 of Prince Edward Island's top harness racing drivers partnering with Island Business to raise money for local charities. Each win will earn $30 toward their charity and runs until December the 4th, just in time for the holidays. Here are some of the drivers, businesses, and their charities. Redshores Racetrack and Casino teams up with Dale Spence for the United Way. PI Harness Racing Industry Association and Adam Murner, they're partnering up for Joy Riders. Ocean 100 and Mark Campbell partners up for Toys for Tots, and A&M Snow Removal and Jill Barrio, they get together for the MS Society. The Drive for Charity going until December the 4th, just in time for the holidays. And we'll slide the selections into the screen for the upcoming 9th race. I'm going with a 2-4-1 in here. Backstretch beat likes 4-6-2. And the classifier's choice is 6-4-3 in the upcoming 9th race. And Vance and I will be along with our selections in a few moments.
The preferred pacers in the featured 9th race are on the track for the post-parade. Number 1, Heart and Soul, owned by Riley Farms Limited of Summerside, trained by George Riley. Jason Hughes drives. 2 is Woodmere Ideal Art, owned by the Ultimate Stable at Greater Lakeburn, New Brunswick, trained by Sifar Melanson, Dale Spence. No Great Mischief 3 is owned by Walter Chevery, Brian Thompson, and Douglas Olton. Walter Chevery trains and drives. His Boy Elroy 4 is owned by Douglas Pauly of Amherst, Nova Scotia, Gordon McComb of Paris, Ontario. Trained by Phil Sizer, David Dowling. 5 is Dylan Sam, owned by Alan Gregory of Charlottetown. Alan does the training. Kenny Murphy drives. 6 is Screen Test, owned by the Kick and Horse Stable of York and William Andrew of Calgary, Alberta. Ronnie Gass is the conditioner. The drive goes to Corey McPherson. Down to 4 minutes wagering time on the 9th race feature. And Rocky, you and I are coming up with our selections here in the preferred. We thank Results Marketing and Advertising once again for their presentation of the Vance Cam. And here in the 9th, I'm going to go to the outside horse, Screen Text. We'll look for him to get back into the winning ways. The 35 Lifetime winner will have to overcome that outside post. Like 4, His Boy Elroy, right now the People's Choice at 1-9 on the tote board. For the show prize, I like 2, Woodmere Ideal Art, maybe a first-time Spence drive on him. And I'll go to Chevery's veteran pacer, No Great Mischief, to complete my superfecta. From the booth, it's 6-4-2-3. Down to you, Rocky, and your choices.
I'm going to go with the 2 in here, Woodmere Ideal Art. I don't know if it's Dale Spence's first time driving him, but I think that he's going to roll him right down the road tonight. And when he does that, he's usually pretty good, Vance. So I like him on top in here. He's 24-1 on the board right now, but I put him on top. For second, the 4, His Boy Elroy. What a season he's had. 6 wins and 14 times in the top 3 from 16 starts and over $12,000 in the bank. I like him for second. For third, put George Riley's horse in there, Heart and Soul. He'll be leaving on the rail as well, and he can leave like a freight train. And for you superfecta players, I'll throw in Walter Chevery's horse, No Great Mischief, from post 3. So I like 2-4-1-3. Vance is going 6-4-2-3. Good luck with your selections. Don't forget, we're back here harness racing next Monday night. First post is at 6 o'clock. Next Monday night, October 17th. First post, 6 p.m. Let's have a quick look at the odds board for the upcoming 9th race. It's our feature of our 10-race presentation tonight. Heart and Soul is on the rail for Jason Hughes at no tickets sold on him. Jason Hughes looks to double up tonight. Woodmere Ideal Art is the 2. Dale Spence in the bike. He looks to double up tonight. They're 4-1. No Great Mischief from post 3 with Walter Shivery at 7-1. His Boy Elroy from post 4. David Dowling looks to triple up tonight and take the lead in the driver standings as well if he can do it. They're 2-5 on the board. Dylan Sam from post 5. Kenny Murphy in a tie with David Dowling now for top driver here. Right now they're 19-1. And the 6th Screen Test, Corey McPherson looks to double up at 2-1. That's your field for tonight's 9th race. Good luck with your selections.
Tonight's winner of the 50-50 draw was Frank Murphy, Summerside. Congratulations.
A good-looking field of 6 are lining up behind the Metro Home Building Center starting gate for tonight's 9th race. It's our feature up to Vance Cameron for the call.
The Preferred Pacers in the Wednesday night feature. Woodmere Ideal Art. No Great Mischief. His Boy Elroy. Dylan Sam. Screen Test. Top of the stretch. Approaching a start. The rough and pacing Screen Test leaving from the outside. Heart and Soul along the rail. Third into the turn is Woodmere Ideal Art. No Great Mischief fourth. His Boy Elroy, not in a hurry this night, will get away fifth. And the trailer, that'll be Dylan Sam, so they straighten up the backstretch going to the quarter, led by Screen Test and Corey McPherson. Heart and Soul left well and is rewarded with the 2-hole ride. Third on the cones is Woodmere Ideal Art, racing from fourth. No Great Mischief, His Boy Elroy, he's fifth, and trailing the field, that is Dylan Sam. They arrived at the quarter in a solid 28 seconds flat. Screen Test puts the numbers on the board. Second is Heart and Soul. There goes Woodmere Ideal Art underway third. No Great Mischief following him fourth. His Boy Elroy yet to make his move fifth. And Dylan Sam sees them all. He's the trailer. They're halfway home. Screen Test to get him there. Right alongside the leader is Woodmere Ideal Art in the pocket. Heart and Soul third. 58 and 4. Racing by the 5/8 they go, and it was 30 and 4 for the second quarter. Up the backstretch they go, and they're picking them up, and they're putting them down once again. Woodmere Ideal Art on the outside, the leader. Screen Test at the rail second. Back into third, No Great Mischief. Then fourth, that's Heart and Soul. His Boy Elroy, and the trailer, Dylan Sam, won 26 and 3. That was 27 and 4 in the third. Down the stretch they come. Screen Test at the rail. Woodmere Ideal Art on the outside once again has taken over late. To the wire they come. Woodmere Ideal Art will get there. Second is Screen Test. We'll need a show photo. The time for the mile, 1:40. 55-3.
Here comes a slow-mo replay brought to you by Universal Media for tonight's 9th race, our feature. And it's not how I figured he'd win this race, but he got the job done. Woodmere Ideal Art screen test went to the front, 28, the half up, 58-4. Down to 3/4, 126-3. Woodmere Ideal Art came first over, and they battled down that backstretch. And in deep stretch here, you're going to see Woodmere Ideal Art. It is 4th win of the season, 33rd career, 155-3. That equals his season's best right here at Summerside. In for second, screen test, he did all the work. In for third is the 4, his boy Elroy. No great mischief, 4th, 2-6-4-3 unofficially in tonight's feature. And we'll see Woodmere Ideal Art and Dale Spence doubles up tonight. They're going to the Woodmere Standard Bridge Winner's Circle next.
He's just been one of those super raceway horses here on the East Coast. Speaking of Woodmere Ideal Art, as he moves into the 9th race winner's circle, Bay Pacing gelding 7 by Articulator from the Western Ideal Dam, Very Ideal Hanover. Home of the Ultimate Stable at Greater Lakeburn, New Brunswick, trained by Sir Floyd Melanson. Dale Spence will pick up his second winner on the night for the double, the mile 155-3. Woodmere Ideal Art in the Wednesday night feature at Summerside. Here's the official results in the 9th. Heart and Soul 5th. Woodmere Ideal Art the winner. No Great Mischief 4th. His boy Elroy 3rd. Dylan Sam was 6th. Screen Test finished 2nd. 28, 58-4. 126-3. And the mile 155-3. In review 514, 362. Woodmere Ideal Art, 1040 to win. The Exactor, 52.70. The Triactor, 125.60. And the Superfecta was 50.70.
Red Shores with Park After Dark presents hypnotist Jason Cyrus November the 5th. Tickets available at eastlinkcenter.com. And we'll roll the selections into the screen for the upcoming 10th race. I'm going with a 7-1-2 in here. Backstretch beat likes 3-2-7. And the classifier's choice is 7-2-3. In the upcoming 10th race, it's our finale. And they'll be on the track in a few moments. There's our show photo from tonight's 9th race, our feature. You'll see No Great Mischief up the inside and His Boy Elroy on the line there. And you'll see that the 4, His Boy Elroy, just edging out No Great Mischief in the show photo. Great photo from the Atlantic Provinces Harness Racing Commission.
The 10th race on the track for the post parade. Number 1 is Gringo Star, owned and trained by Ralph Sweet of O'Leary. Jason Hughes drives. 2 is Positive Art, owned and trained by Bing Easter of O'Leary. Corey McPherson. 3 is Brookdale Gym, owned by Douglas and Doug Pauley of Amherst, Nova Scotia, trained by Phil Sizer, David Dowling. 4 is Wild River Coyote, owned by Corey and Laura Walsh of Springton, trained by James Barlow, Adam Murner driving. 5, the Yin Yang, gets Kenny Murphy in the driver's seat for owner-trainer Alan Gregory, Charlottetown. 6, Pictonian Storm, is owned by Tammy Collings of Hazelbrook, trained by Trevor Easter, Damian McClellan drives. 7 is Coast to Coast Shark, owned by Shirley Wallace of Alberton, trained by Jeff Wallace, Devin Wallace drives. 4 minutes wagering time on race number 10. Rocky is back next with his super high five ticket and that low 15% takeout.
If you have a look at your in-house monitors for the upcoming 10th race, it's our finale tonight. You'll see my super high five ticket. I like the 7 Coast to Coast Shark. In here for second, the 1 Gringo Star. For third, number 2 Positive Art. For fourth, I like the 3 Brookdale Jim. And to round out my super high five ticket, the 5 The Yin Yang with Kenny Murphy. So I like 7, 1, 2, 3, 5. Get in on the super high five. And there's a look at my top selection here. In the finale, that is 7 Coast to Coast Shark, 9-year-old by Coast to Coast Yankee for Shirley Wallace of Alberton. She's also the breeder. Jeff Wallace, the trainer. Devin Wallace will do the driving. The last start was here last Tuesday night. Head post 8 and finished third. Just beaten by half a length. Race timed in 1:58.1. Closed it out in 29 seconds flat. The start before that was here September 19th. Had post 2. Finished 3. Race timed 1:56.4. Closed it out in 30.4. Coast to Coast Shark has 2 wins this season. 1:58.1. Season's best right here at Summerside. He looks for career win 18 tonight. Coast to Coast Shark with Devin Wallace right now 9-5. And there's a look at the rail sitter in here. Your current choice on the board at 6-5. That is Gringo Star, 7-year-old by Western Paradise for Ralph Sweet of O'Leary. Ralph's also the trainer. Jason Hughes looks to double up tonight, and this horse looks to go for 3 in a row here. The last start was October the 4th. That was last Tuesday night. Head post 4, wired the field 1:58.1, closed it out 29.4. The start before that, September the 19th here, had the rail, and he wired the field in 1:59.4, closed it out in 29.1. He has 3 wins on the season, 15 career. Gringo Star on the rail tonight for the Blue Knight at 3-2. And there we get a look at the 2, Positive Art. He's a free-legged 9-year-old by Major and Art for Big Easter of O'Leary. Big Easter the trainer. Corey McPherson looks to double up tonight. Last start last Tuesday night, post 5 right here. Finished 2 by a nose. Race time 1:58.1. Closed it out in 29.2. He's got 4 2s in a row in his last 4 starts. So he's got 8 times in the top 3 from 13 tries this season. Has a win, 1:57.4. New record taken here on August the 30th. Positive Art, post 2 at 6-1. It's our finale on a Wednesday night here at Redshores Summerside. They are lining up behind the Metro Home Building Center starting gate for the final time tonight. Let's go upstairs to track announcer Vance Cameron.
Gringo Star, Positive Art, Brookdale Jim, Wild River Coyote, the Yin Yang, Pictonian Storm, Coast to Coast Shark is outside. They're on the gate and at the top of the stretch. Here they come. Finale time. Rough and pacing, the Yin Yang leaving out. Gringo Star towards the rail. Third one into the turn. That is Positive Art. To get away fourth, Brookdale Jim. Wild River Coyote is fifth. Then up the rail sixth, Coast to Coast Shark. And on the outside seventh, Pictonian Storm. Up the backstretch they go for the first time. Led to the quarter by Gringo Star for the Blue Knight U's. Second, that's Positive Art racing from third to Yin Yang. There goes Brookdale Jim underway early from fourth. Now third, about to be second. He's going after the leader. The quarter mile was up in 28 and 2. On the lead, Gringo Star. Brookdale Jim committed himself and now in a whole heap of trouble on the outside second. Third up the rail is Positive Art. Up on the outside, Wild River Coyote gets fourth. The Yin Yang on the rail fifth. Moving up sixth, that is Coast to Coast Shark. And the trailer is Pictonian Storm. Halfway home, the leader is Gringo Star. And he's there in 58 and 2. Brookdale Jim on the outside second. Third up the rail, Positive Art. Moving up fourth is Wild River Coyote. The Yin Yang fifth. Coast to Coast Shark is sixth. Trailing the field, Pictonian Storm, the three-quarters next. Gringo Star getting him there. Positive Art is second. Out there, three wide. Third is Wild River Coyote. Brookdale Jim starting to tire in the middle. Fourth. 3/4 in 1. 27 and 4. They're down to an eighth of a mile left to go. They're well grouped here. Turning for home. Gringo Star, the leader. Second now. Up the inside. Positive Art is coming through. Deep in the stretch. Positive Art will get there for Corey McPherson. Second, that's Gringo Star. Third will be the Yin Yang. Time for the mile to close it out. 1:58.2.
Here comes a slow-mo replay for tonight's finale here at Redshores Summerside, and Positive Art's put himself together quite a summary in his last 8 starts, let me tell you. Gringo Star goes down the road tonight, 28 and 2, the half up 58 and 2, 127 and 4 to 3/4. Positive Art is right in the 2-hole, and he takes advantage of the passing lane here. Gets up to get the job done, 16th time in his lifetime, second this season, 158 and 2 for the win. He's racing great. Up for second, Gringo Star, he did all the work. In there for third, that is the 5, the Yin Yang. Brookdale Jim holds on for fourth, 2-1-5-3 in the finale, and we'll see Positive Art with Corey McPherson in the Woodmere Standardbridge Winner's Circle next.
Well, as my colleague Mr. Skierman alluded to, this veteran pacer has put quite a summary together. You look up and down the page, nothing but 1, 2s, and 3s. Here's another one. Here in the nightcap, Positive Art's in the winner's circle. Bay facing gelding, he's 9, but Major in Art from the no pan intended Dam Ship Bikini. Owned and trained by Bing Easter Valeri. Corey McPherson has his second winner tonight for the double. The mile 158 and 2. Positive Art in the nightcap. Now the official results in the 10th. Gringo Star was second. Positive Art the winner. Brookdale Jim fourth. Wild River Coyote sixth. The Yin Yang was third. Pictonian Storm finished seventh. Coast to Coast Shark fifth. 28-2. 58-2. 127-4. And the mile 158-2. In review, it's 214 63 75. Positive Art paid $11.90. The Exactor $21.40, the Triactor $148. Super High Five was $383.45, and the Late Daily Double at $31.20. And that completes our live presentation on this night here in Summerside. Tonight's par mutual handle $28,258. Ladies and gentlemen, from up top of the Summerside Raceway, thanking you for joining us. This is Vance Cameron, bidding you a safe journey home.